Storytelling is an important way of being able to humanise people and sharing stories that are...
Sister like Shareefa is one of those sisters, she tells it like it is. You know, it might take a little while to see it, but I've seen her challenge certain standpoints very firmly. And at the time, a lot of people was frightened to go any further. Not me. But after a while, you see where she's coming from. You say, hold on, you know what? That's the spirit that we need in these times, because we're facing a lot. I'm not going to go into it, but there's a lot of things happening which is trying to lock down freedom of speech, trying to lock down human rights, trying to lock down just civil liberties, you know. There's a lot of things happening right now, and people are dancing through it and have, you know, these different agendas they're putting forward to make us get puzzled. But we have to show love to sisters like Shareefa, who stands, sees it, and makes her stand through.
Raising awareness, admired by a sadist and a man willing to learn all the tricks to understand her when she is most vulnerable, for him to be a better hunter.
Imaginative storytellers. Sometimes we live to tell our war stories and come from a place of healing, where we intend on writing and reciting to be our medicine, then pain repeatedly choose to vividly relive. Let's let go together today. Let's climb out our boxes and watch from the angle of an eagle. We manifest our perspective, for every thought has power, every word has an energy.
In action, this is Shareefa Energy.
Strength is a beautiful thing. It often surprised me. I often feel like the rose that grew from the concrete. Weaknesses remind me of my mortality. I'm only human, assumed invincible, but every scar keeps me humbled. Every petal shed, every tear that ever smeared the ink whilst opening my heart. Every salty pillowcase. The stillness around me allows me to encapsulate. Nothing, nowhere can break me. I go stronger, skimming through all pain, overcome engraved in my memory. We live to learn. Every tremor is a mile I walked alone. Every feeling of loss or disappointment teaches me to believe in me, for I shall never be my own enemy. I'm a sponge to the positive, love and the brave. My shield grows in thickness with wisdom and experience. I depend on no one to protect me or my innocence. I'm a woman, for life has developed me not only in body, but the child in me will always be my inspiration. She believes in me. I trust in her to do whatever it takes to do she couldn't do before.
Coming on that journey, but also I understood like the reality of writing and the power of the pen and the therapy that's involved in writing, you know. So I always kind of encourage people to write. So for me, it was kind of like I did workshops, poetry workshops. I went to Palestine, I went to Sierra Leone, other places, even locally, you know, doing writing workshops. And then I thought to myself, wait a minute, I kind of need to have more of a respect for my own art and kind of give it, like, honour it, you know what I'm saying? Like, rather than like just encouraging everyone else, you're always running around doing things for other people. You never really do that for yourself, you know what I mean? Like, everyone in this room's got something to share, like, that is precious, that is, you know, something to be treasured, like, you know, that's something for people to find. So for me, I kind of want to do more writing workshops, but in a way, like, I also want to publish a poetry book, that kind of thing. Because for me, you know, like, Liam at the back, like, from Me and Do, he kind of, you know, he approached me with this idea, but I was just like, I'm just a writer, you know. Oh, okay, I can do this. I can record. I'll come studio and record my poetry. Like, okay, so this is something that manifested by, like, people genuinely wanting to show you support and, you know, wanting to support your journey. Like, used to only picking up a pen when everything in life seems absurd. The more I look inside self, the more I take time to reflect, the less I begin to fear others misinterpreting what I've said. For fear is the biggest shackle keeping wings slipped. Powerful energy's cage instead of practicing flying, being encouraged. Stepping bravely, sound remolding when the waves ripple forward. Hunger to feel something more than sand in an empty bottle. Vowing to trust life more and my own decisions. Refuse to be so hard and step down from being my biggest critic. Honestly get to spar, learning to overstand self. Owning our own truth, setting a good example. They say be the change you want to see. Finally overstand this saying. First battle starts with conquering me. Thank you. She began to recognize her own greatness. She'd bled too long. Her cuts began to sizzle and scab up. She looked up and smiled with relief, for she'd begun to heal.
Stand tall.
As human beings, we
Don't they make you fall?
communicate and others.
Do not let them make you fall. Stand tall.
For us to be able to communicate.
In these times,
Better.
in these times, Shareefa, Shareefa, Sister Soldier, Goddess, Empress, that's the one, no stress, El Crisis.